Hello everybody, this video is going to be on how to install LibreOffice onto your Ubuntu 10.10 operating system. Now by default, Ubuntu does ship with a full Office suite. It comes with OpenOffice. OpenOffice used to be done by Sun. It was basically the default Office suite on many distributions. Since Sun was purchased by Oracle, a lot of people in the free and open source community get a little bit of a funny feeling in their gut when they run Oracle applications, simply because Oracle has a habit of killing open source applications. So we're going to install LibreOffice, and in many ways it's not a alternative Office suite, but it's actually a better Office suite. Open up our browser. We are going to go to your friend and my friend Google and simply just type in LIBREO, and the very first choice is LibreOffice. Go ahead and click on the first link and it takes you right to the download page. If it doesn't, there's a very clear download LibreOffice link right from that main screen. By default, this page does do a very good job of identifying your operating system and your language, so we're going to leave that as defaults. If you want to download it via BitTorrent, simply check this box and it will actively switch that link to a torrent file. Simply go ahead and click download and then save the file. We already did that, so we're going to go to our downloads folder, and we have the tar.gz, which is a tar.gzip application, which is exactly like a zip file on Windows. It's a compiled folders and files. It's compressed into a single file just so it's easier to download and to share and to move on your network. Simply right click the file, go down to extract here. And unlike in Windows, once in a while when you extract an archive, it blasts all the folders and files where you really didn't intend it to be. On Ubuntu, I've always had it do it intelligently where it makes its own subfolder and it puts all of the files in there. In this we have two folders, one's called debs, one's called readmes. Always look at the readme file. In there we only have one file, and it's basic information about LibreOffice. We're looking for the install procedures. If we scroll down a little bit, installation of LibreOffice on a Debian Ubuntu based Linux system. It tells you there's a directory called debs, which we did see, and it wants us to run this command in a terminal. What this command is, it is sudo dpkg-i star.debs. We're going to break that down real quick. Sudo, S-U-D-U, it basically means super user do or run as administrator. The next dpkg is like Debian packages. -i means install, and the final is star.deb. Star.deb is a wildcard, so every file ending in the .deb extension will get installed. If we go back to that debs folder, you can see there is a lot of files. There's 50 files actually, and you can install one or two at a time if you want, but I highly suggest for the new user, install everything. And you can see it's like the writer package, the calculator package, media wiki publisher add-on, a PDF importer add-on. All these things are actually the complete Office suite. Okay, now we have to go to this directory in a terminal and run that command. The easiest way to get to the directory is when you're in Nautilus, hit Control-L, this location bar turns into text. By default, it's all selected, so just hit Control-C for copy or right-click, go down to copy, launch a terminal session, hit CD for change directory, and then to paste, it's Control, Shift, and V. In regular text, editors it's Control V, but in the terminal that is a keystroke combination that goes way back that has an alternate meaning. So we have to hit Control, Shift, and V for paste. Hit Enter. We're now in that directory. If we do a simple ls, you'll see all of the .deb files. Now it wants us to run this command. So I am going to highlight that entire command, hit Control C, or again, you can right click, go to copy. In the terminal, to paste, again, it's Control Shift V, hit Enter, asking us for a password. Go ahead and type the password. Now it's going to go through each one of those files single-handedly and install all of those packages. Because this is an Office suite, this means it is a very large and, dare I say, bulky installation, because there's a lot of things it wants to interact with from application to application, and they want the applications to be as deep as possible to try to meet all users' needs. One quick mention: this Office suite does have a plugin or add-on or extendable application frameworks. So like Firefox and like Chrome and like Thunderbird, you can download add-ons to further extend how the application is usable for you. We look at this folder here called Desktop Integration. We look in there and it has a package called LibreOffice Debian Menus. If we go back to that README file, there's one thing in here about this. I'm going to tell you what this package does. It adds in the menu choice all of the applications that we are getting ready to install. If we look in here, it will tell you about desktop integration, CD desktop integration. Above, complete the process. You'll also need to install the packages if you want it selectable from the Ubuntu menus, and it tells you to basically do the same thing: CD or change directory into that folder and then run the exact same command. So nothing special, nothing fancy. So now the installation is done. We're going to use tab completion because I love tab completion. CD space DE, hit tab, and desktop integration automatically completes, so you don't have to worry about typos. Press the up arrow twice for our history, and we can see sudo dpkg-i star deb is already there. Even though it's only one file, doing the star.deb will automatically install everything in that folder. There's just the one thing there, and so we just have to run that one file. If there was more, it would automatically do the same thing and install them all. We let this complete. When it's complete, we can actually exit the terminal because we're not going to need it anymore. And it's done. Control C, Control D, close out of this. And if we come down to Office, we can now see we have the front end for the Office suite where we can pick what application we want to run, or we have direct access to the database application, the calculator application, the drawing or the basic graphic application, Impress, which is like PowerPoint presentation development, and then there's the math, and then there's separate printer administration, and last but not least, writer or document creation tool. Now, if you notice, we still have all of the OpenOffice things on our computer. If you want to get them off, simply go to your package management system. If you go through Ubuntu Software Center, I've noticed it's a little bit difficult to easily find out what this package name is that you want to get rid of. In Synaptic Package Manager, if you just simply click on the right-hand side and hit OO, or better yet, let's click on Status, Installed, OpenOffice. There you go. That's one reason why I couldn't find it earlier. So it's just OpenOffice. There is one main one then it should just be called Common. There it is, openoffice.org-common. If you click this and say mark for removal, you'll then see it will automatically select all of the OpenOffice applications that are connected with OpenOffice. Go ahead and hit mark. You can then see everything's in red. It has an X next to it, which means it's going to uninstall. Go ahead and hit apply. Hit apply again, and it's going to automatically go through, remove all of the OpenOffice packages, and it will remove it from the main menu. You can see it already got rid of most of them, and now we go back and they are in fact all gone. Once this process is completed, we can go ahead and we can close out of Synaptic Package Manager, and we will have a OpenOffice free environment to work with. And I'll just add in again, this is not a alternative Office suite. In a great many ways, this is a far superior Office suite. This Office suite has only been in existence for, at the time of this recording, like 6 months or so, and they've already moved leaps and bounds ahead of OpenOffice. So I highly encourage people to give this Office suite a try. In Ubuntu 11.04, this is going to be the default Office suite. So you can take what you have and you can upgrade it to what is the current standard for Ubuntu. We're going to move on to the next video.